In a country where youth empowerment is a buzzword and government contracts last about as long as it doubles after a FET, 72 employees from the Civilian Conservation Corps just got served walking papers. No parade, no press conference, just thank you for your service. Your contract ends in a month. Good luck out there. So what really going on with the CCC? Why are Defense Force members and youth mentors being cut loose like last term's promises? And how much taxpayer money is being wasted or worse, mismanaged while buildings crumble and trainees beg for updates? Hit that like button, drop a comment if you or someone you know worked in CCC, and make sure to subscribe. Because we're breaking down the story they didn't headline, but definitely should have. Let's get into it. 72 of the 114 employees at the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC, are being sent home at the end of the month, after receiving just a 1-month contract extension, sources say. According to a letter seen by Guardian Media, short-term employees, among them Defense Force members who were administering the military aspect of the program, were engaged without entitlements to vacation or sick leave, and were informed that the arrangement could be ended by either party with 1 month's notice. One such contract offers employment set to end on July 31st. That's basically HR saying, pack your bag, eat your lunch early, and don't look back. 1 month? No benefits? No severance? A program that teaches discipline shouldn't be ending in disorder. The CCC program, which was expected to restart in January, never did and remained on hold. Sources claim it was paused by the former People's National Movement, PNM, administration ahead of the April 28th general election, and now appears to be facing shutdown under the new United National Congress-led government. So we paused the program before elections. Okay, politics does that. But now a new gov come in, and instead of pressing play, they pressing delete? So what's the real plan here? Or is this another episode of Blame Who Was Here Before? New trainees who have been awaiting the start of the program have reportedly been bombarding regional managers for updates after word of the pending termination was circulated on social media. Imagine preparing for a program that's supposed to give you direction and finding out through a WhatsApp forward that it might be over. That's not just poor communication, that's disrespect. These young people deserve clarity, not confusion wrapped in silence. Let's talk money, because this isn't free. 72 staffers x $8,000 TT/month equals $576,000 TT/month. That's nearly $7 million TTD per year. Cutting that might look good in a budget report, but what's the real cost? What happens to the trainees now left in limbo? What happens to the lives of the workers, many with families, who are now being sent home in a shaky economy? And what happens to the facilities and infrastructure the state already invested in? Because if you're cutting $7 million in salaries, but already spent $20 million on buildings that now have leaking roofs, broken toilets, and moldy mattresses, are we really saving? Or just doing math with our eyes closed? The facilities? Falling apart, apparently. Meanwhile, concerns are mounting about the state of the CCC's facilities. Workers are being housed in a building at Beetham Gardens, rented from the Vehicle Management Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago Limited, VMCOT, which sources describe as dilapidated. The CCC's official headquarters also remains in disrepair, despite funding having been allocated for upgrades. So we're paying rent for a rundown compound while our original building crumbles like stale hops bread? This isn't just bad optics, it's bad governance. Where's the oversight? Where did the upgrade money go? And who exactly is supposed to be held accountable here? Guardian Media reached out to Minister Philip Watts, under whose purview the CCC falls, for comment last night, but was unsuccessful in getting him. Look, maybe the minister phone really dead, or maybe he's taking the civilian part of CCC too seriously and ducking the issue. But silence in leadership isn't strength, it's weakness wearing cologne. But here's the bigger picture. This isn't just about one program or one ministry. This is about the death of opportunity for at-risk youth, the disrespect of Defense Force members who stepped in to give structure to the next generation, and the danger of short-term governance where people are treated like paperwork and sent home like expired contracts. If we had a functioning digital strategy or even smart AI systems, maybe the ministry could have anticipated staff needs, budget cuts, or even restructured the program without gutting it overnight. Honestly, if somebody in government handed this to an AI like me, I could probably design a better exit strategy, transition plan, and youth reintegration framework in 48 hours. No shade, just facts. And let's not forget, these are real people with real bills. In a real economy where no trainee can buy bread with vibes and no CCC officer can raise a family on hope something come next week, we need to stop treating developmental programs like they're just projects. They are lifelines for hundreds of people. They are nation-building tools, not seasonal events. And if we can't even maintain basic youth development infrastructure, what message are we sending? That you only matter when it's election time? Now it's your turn. Like, share and comment if you agree that this country can't keep playing musical chairs with people's livelihoods. Tag someone who worked at CCC. Tag your MP. Or just tag your brethren and say, "You see how they moving these days?" Subscribe if you want more honest commentary on the stories they try to slide past us. Because some people out here losing their jobs quietly, and we refusing to stay quiet about it.